Samantha Vermetten of Valley Heights, Bennington's Hallie Johnson, who has been mentioned many times over. She's had a busy weekend again. Macy Smith of Opie, Dantley Ranny of Inman, Abby Sechrist of Hillsboro, J.C. Vaith of Lincoln, Jordan Gilliland of Salida Sacred Heart, Aaron Topham of Berean Academy, Sublet's Tia Stoppel, Trigo Communities, Helen Giefer, and Peyton Patterson of Stanton County. We've mentioned a lot of these names already in the 4x8 and in the 3200 yesterday, so it is going to be very busy. And Hallie Johnson, who has seen some younger girls come up and maybe, I don't want to say steal her thunder, but this is a girl that was really expecting to, she's won some championships, probably expecting to do the same here. Has been beaten a couple of times in the 3200 by some younger runners, by some freshmen. But we'll see what happens here. That is Johnson right there in the blonde hair in the black and gold for Bennington, back in second place, running in lane 1.
Just 3 seniors amongst this bunch, Rod. Bennington's Hallie Johnson, Hillsboro's Abby Sechrist, and Salina Sacred Heart's Jordan Gilliland. You got to remember, graduation for the seniors just a week ago, or maybe a week and a half ago. The competition concludes after the actual graduation. That's always been kind of a discussion amongst those. There's some sentiment that maybe like to see it a different way, but
well, there's always been, you know, this used to be held the week before Memorial Weekend, and then it was expanded to Memorial Weekend for the last several years. It has been, and there's been a little bit of talk about maybe sending it back a week, back to the week before the holidays.
Let's head down to Chet Coupland. He's got a winner with him. Chet.
1A state champion Clara Zarbinicki here of Hanover. She already won in the 4x8 earlier, but man, individual has to feel pretty good as well.
Yes, definitely. It's a really good feeling.
What kind of training went into all this all year, and different events? You know, 4x8, much different running an 800 than coming out here and running a 1600.
I would definitely say, I guess, since we don't have an actual track, we run on the streets, and we have to go to close towns track where we're able to work on accelerations and different distances. But really, it would be the weight room where a lot of my training came from.
And you're not done yet. You still have 2 potential more state titles. Take us through that.
With the 800, I'm feeling pretty confident in myself because I've had the leading time this whole year. And then in our 4x4, we will be challenged. But I think if we put all our effort out, we should be okay.
Congrats on the state title, and best of luck this afternoon.
Very much. Thank you.
Boy, did you hear that? No track to run on, Rod. That's makes it the achievement even more outstanding.
You wonder how teams get by with that, but they do. Certainly harder on the sprinters and some of the other field event people and things like that. But if you're a distance runner, there are things you can do to kind of work your way around those issues. See Hallie Johnson of Bennington on the inside. And then in 1572, that is Helen Giefer of Waukene. Giefer, actually a junior, she did defeat Johnson in the 3,200 meters last night. That very short stride, very quick stride. Now she looks like she's going to try to take control of this race a little bit.
Yeah, Hallie Johnson had to skip up ahead. She was trailing behind a little bit. Now they're just about shoulder to shoulder. And do note that Hallie Johnson, more to the inside, is going to make her opponent here in a duel for the first place. They're going to try to, for that gold medal, to make her run a little bit longer, making Helen Giefer of Trigo Community run a little bit longer race, keeping her to the outside.
You see Giefer, she does not use her arms a lot. She has that very short, quick stride. Leon Liebel said it best, almost looks like a power walk. But she picks them up and puts them down at a good rate. You see Johnson trying to maybe ease away a little bit here as they have about 350 meters to go. And now Johnson really trying to open up some space here. Is she kicking early, trying to put some arm swing in? You see her really using her arms now. Giefer trying to give chase as they got 300 meters left to go.
It's Giefer and Hallie Johnson going 1 and 2 right now. The young lady from Bennington has the lead. Ran a 5:33.37 in the preliminary. She's well ahead of that pace and looks strong. Helen Giefer now falling back from 5 meters to 10 meters, trying to chase down her opponent out of Bennington. And here comes Hallie Johnson.
Hallie Johnson lost at the 3,200 meters to Giefer, but it may not happen here in this 1,600. Johnson really using her arms now. Look at that arm swing. Now Giefer really starting to accelerate, trying to close the ground a little bit, but down about 15 meters as Johnson starts to power away. And the senior from Bennington is going to close out what has been a stellar career with at least one more gold medal here in the 1,600 meters. Hallie Johnson running to the tape.
Hallie Johnson, in fact, is going to be well below 5:30. Hallie Johnson, the girls' 1,600 meter run in Class 2A, is the gold medal winner. She holds off Helen Giefer, who will end up with the silver. But Hallie Johnson joins Clara Zerbichny as gold medal winners in the 1,600 meters.